Hi there. Thank you for tuning in to Grow Your Gifts. I received some feedback. Maybe I can be louder and I'll work on that. Also, my YouTube video did not work properly. You'd think it would just be as easy as pressing a button and uploading a video, but maybe I'll have better luck today. We'll see. Working on troubleshooting that. So since it cut me off yesterday, I will go into more detail about my process and then I'll go into today's topic. So what to expect with me when you work with me if you ever want to book a session. My process is very direct and to the point. I will ask you, what are your major concerns, your struggles, your difficulties? What are you most proud of in each child? Describe the type of relationship you want with your child when they are adults. Describe the kind of relationship you had with your primary caregiver or your parents overall, like if you had your grandmother was your primary caregiver or your parents, what that kind of relationship was like, what you remember, what you liked, what you didn't like. And feel free to share as much or as little as you like. And then I will provide a typed summary of solutions, strategies, and ideas to try. And I will go over those and you can ask me any questions you have. So common issues parents have brought to me have been: my child won't sleep, my child doesn't eat, my child is always angry, my child won't listen, my child keeps getting into fights, my child is oversensitive, my child is too loud, my child won't sit still, and so on. It's important to distill these concerns and really clarify how it is affecting you. It's all about relationships and getting to the root for the growth to flourish. As this is a consultation, it is up to you what strategies you want to try and how you end up implementing them. Whenever we make changes though, things usually get worse before they get better. But with consistency, if the technique feels right to you, you might see dramatic positive effects. So I do include a follow-up session as well, and I will check in to see what worked and what didn't work and adjustments or tweaking that can be made to better suit your needs and your personal situation. So please remember, I am a sounding board, a guide, a trainer, and for a diagnosis and serious health concerns, please consult your child's doctor. So today's topic will be practice saying no, along with high vibe sweetness. So in summary, the nut in a nutshell, basically, it's whatever I put my attention on, it grows, expands, and gets bigger. So whatever I choose to put my attention on will grow, expand, and get bigger. And this has been clearly, my personal direct experience. It's not one size fits all. So let's begin. Definitely working with children with autism, everything had to be exaggerated, and I had to do mirror work because I was very good at playing, but I had difficulty saying no in a way that they responded to it. So I recorded myself as well. I had to watch myself. Basically, I've gotten really good at it. So when your child is testing you, or your niece, or your nephew, whoever it may be, when they're clearly, you want them to do a certain thing and they are testing their boundaries, what you want to do is kind of channel your inner soldier. And remember that most of communication is body language. Then it's your tone of voice, and very little is your words. So don't even worry about what you say. What the child is doing, similar to what animals do. If you see a cat or a dog, the child is scanning you. They're scanning your energy, and they're seeing, is there any wiggle room? Let me see. So, for example, let's say Daniel is running around and not sitting down for dinner, that sort of thing. and you've asked him nicely, you've done all the things that you usually do. So one technique, one tip is you don't say their name. So when you pair their name with instruction or negative things over and over again, they tend to tune you out. So, for example, come sit at the table, come sit at dinner. So, you find the words, whatever words work for you, but it's more about the energy. It is time to come and sit and eat now, please. You don't have to yell, you don't have to be aggressive, just nice, firm, calm. What do I am asking this child to do? And channel your inner soldier, eye contact, and it is time to come and sit and eat for dinner now, please. That's it. You don't even have to say please, just now. Something that lets the child know that you are serious. Oh, Hema is serious. She really wants me to come sit and eat dinner right now. Okay, got it. And on the flip side, when you use their name, do it in very positive, reinforcing, encouraging ways as much as you possibly can. For example, Daniel, it's time for dinner. So you see what I mean. If you kind of almost sing their name, keep saying their name. Oh, Daniel, I love how you did that. Oh my goodness, Daniel, wow. And be specific, not just a general blanket, good drawing. No, you drew the umbrella with this and that color and all the brown and wrapped in a spiral. I don't know. So you're saying their name and you're also encouraging them. So with consistency, you'll see over and over again. This is the firm guardrails. Okay, there's no wiggle room with Miss Hema. That's what they call me in the childcare center. All right, and the second sort of layer to that, because there's many threads we could pull on, but the second layer to being very firm is follow through with your actions. So when I say something, I mean it. So even in working with children with autism, we had like a 2-second rule. So, I have to be very careful of what I said. So if I said, okay, Arjun, sit down, and he's not listening, I gotta go in with a prompt. I gotta go in and be like, okay, it's time to sit down now. And everything you say, you follow through. So that's a bit extreme, but it's, that's working with children with special needs. So when you're working with a typically developing child, you want to choose your battles. Feel out the moment and the situation. But generally speaking, when I say it's time to go, the child knows it's time to go. Otherwise, there will be consequences. So, there you go. There's my dad voice again. I'm really channeling, I mean business. And whether it sounds serious to you or not doesn't matter. That child will pick up on, oh, Emma's serious. I better go. And so combining that with high vibe sweetness is just bringing your authentic self to whenever you're interacting with your child. So there is floor play where you take an hour out of your day with each child individually. I know that seems like a lot, but it can make a world of a difference between, with bonding and that building that relationship. You're building bridges, not trying to burn them. Easier said than done, I know. And in floor play, you're literally getting down on the floor with them and playing, and you're following their lead. So of course you always keep their health and safety in mind. You step in if there's a health and safety issue, but other than that, you are in the background and observing. Your power of just sitting quietly observing them and then waiting and watching for how they want you to interact with their play. So if they're playing with blocks or something and they're building something, and then they kind of have 2 blocks and put them in front of you, then you start bringing your inner child out and start playing and doing your thing. So you're kind of playing with each other, but in this scenario, you're always letting them take the lead. It's a very powerful exercise. I highly encourage, whatever you have time for, if you can incorporate floor play. And there's not a lot of talking. If you want, you again pair their name with something that you are like, wow, that's impressive. Daniel, you're a genius. How did you think of that? So it's just bringing your authentic self. It's gonna sound fake at first. That's what I wanted to point out about high vibe sweetness. When I first started it, I sounded like Dora the Explorer. Oh my gosh, good job, Hema. Yeah, I talked to myself and praised myself. And it sounded fake at first, but the more I did it, the more authentic and natural it became, and the more I genuinely was like, wow, I'm proud of yourself, like proud of myself. Go get it, girl. You got a lot done today. Holy, look at you. And then so it's the way you talk to yourself affects the way you're going to talk with your children, which was affected by the way your parents spoke to you. So we all know that, we're all aware of that. And yeah, that's a wrap on this one. I'm signing off, and again, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope this could be of some help to somebody, anybody out there, and I wish you well.